What is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to WWE 2K20 AI Universe Mode. This is SmackDown Week 47.
From this sold-out arena, we welcome you to SmackDown Live. A lot of rivalries.
And we are coming to you from Syracuse, New York? Syracuse? I think that's how you pronounce it. But nonetheless, this is the second to last SmackDown before WrestleMania. And we are kicking off Week 47 with our annual weekly SmackDown Triple Threat match. We've got the best high flyer in the world, the one and only Ricochet. We've got the best in the world, CM Punk, and the triple threat master as of late, the cleaner Kenny Omega. No countouts, no disqualifications. Here we go, kicking off SmackDown Week 47. Ricochet, Punk, Omega, triple threat action.
Business just picked up. The man is alive. The following contest is a triple threat match. Making his way to the ring from Paducah, Kentucky. Weighing in at 190 pounds. Ricochet! And his opponents, first, from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 220 pounds, CM Punk. Here we go. This is the... And from Canada, weighing in at 230 pounds, Kenny Omega. Ladies and gentlemen.
And here we go. Three of the greatest in the world today, one of which apparently the best in the world. Triple threat action.
All right, let's get
We are underway. Kenny Omega has just been in triple threat after triple threat as of late. And Ricochet now with the schoolboy and the Bayley kick to the skull of Omega. Ricochet now, kick to the gut, DDT and the kip up. Oh, coming up short on that drop kick. And Punk now, hook in the leg, and the fisherman suplex delivered to Ricochet. Here comes Omega German to CM Punk. Omega and Punk, not too long ago, had a heated rivalry for the world title. And there's the Fisherman Buster delivered to Ricochet. Kick to the gut. And Punk now hooking the arms for the butterfly backbreaker. Forearm to the face by Ricochet. Punk sending him into the corner. Hanging up the one and only in the Tree of Woe. And the kick to the midsection. Lifting Ricochet to his feet, and Punk with the snapmare, but Ricochet with a kick to the skull, and Omega running right back in the ring, delivering the tornado DDT to Punk. Headlock applied, and Omega raking the eyes of Ricochet. Punk with a knee to the gut. And this time hooking the leg of the cleaner for the fisherman suplex. Omega back to his feet, but Ricochet with a cutter. Kick to the gut. And Omega hooking up Ricochet for the pump handle neck breaker. Kick to the knee, sending Omega off the ropes, and a beautiful snap power slam delivered by Punk. And the back suplex connecting to Ricochet, but the kip up. And Punk now flatliner right into the Koji clutch. Ricochet not able to get the rope break, but able to break the hold nonetheless. Omega just showing off on the outside, and Ricochet going for the victory, but Omega lightning quick back in the ring to break up the pin. European uppercut to the back of the neck, and the discus forearm delivered to Punk. Omega showing off a little bit more, and Punk blocking the drop kick and hitting a splash on Ricochet. And Omega now with the cross-leg brain buster delivered to Punk, flipping Ricochet over, and a KO knee strike. Cover one, and the shoulder up by Ricochet.
This could mean trouble.
And once again with the cross-leg brain buster. Punk finally back to his feet on the outside, and Omega now with the rolling fireman's carry to Ricochet. Punk delivering the backbreaker to Omega, lifting him right back to his feet, and Punk looking to put away the cleaner. GTS for the knockout.
These guys gave everyone their money's worth. Here is your winner, CM Punk.
And CM Punk overcoming Ricochet and Omega, once again proving that he very may well be the best in the world. And we are moving on in the evening. And up next, we have some words from one half of the Dudley Boys, Bubba Ray Dudley. I know there are some superstars who like to come out here and tell you a whole bunch of nice things, the exact things you want to hear. Well, I'm not interested in telling you what you want to hear. I'm telling you what you have to hear. I'm tired of sitting here listening to this superstar flap his giant gums about me while I say nothing. I'm tired of sitting back and letting him, and all of you, run me down week in and week out. All of that stops now. Fear is a great motivator, Jeff Hardy, and you clearly are full of it, so why don't you use that fear and motivate yourself to confront me here in this ring, calling out one half of the tag team champions. And here comes the charismatic Enigma.
What could this be about? This is going to get interesting. This crowd obviously wants to know what's going on. No love between these superstars, that's for sure.
You're really dumb, aren't you? I mean, I might as well throw that insult around, but when I say it to you, I really mean it. Your stupidity exists on levels that I don't think have ever been discovered yet.
Hard to finish anything around this place. Uh-oh. Somebody seems a little cocky.
Oh, this better be good. Like, actually something legitimately important. People paid good money to be here tonight and see me. Absolutely nobody wants to see a third-rate superstar like you. Seriously, you need to go wherever the developmental is.
Very well put.
Every time I step in this ring, I've got the universe behind me. That's what keeps me going night after night. But you, the only person you've got in your corner is yourself, and there's no way that's enough. Not when you're going up against me. Do you think it's enough? Why don't we put that to the test right now? There you go again, puffing up your chest, talking big, trying to convince everyone you're some sort of tough guy, but deep down, you know damn well that for all the posturing, you're just a weak, cowardly excuse of a man, unless, of course, you really think you've got a chance, in which case, take your shot. Enough with you, I'm done putting up with your crap. You think you're so good on the mic? Well, let's see how good you are in the ring. Let you and I have a match to settle this right now. I couldn't even fathom a scenario in which there was room for a sniveling whiner here. Maybe out there, out in the wild, but not in the halls of the elite like WWE. That act is pathetic and no one respects it. One thing I learned is if you want something in your life, you gotta grab it with all your might. I'd say this was a disappointing experience for me, but the truth is, when it comes to dealing with you, disappointment is just the status quo. You really need to find a new profession, maybe a new country to move to, because the stink of this disappointment is going to follow you for a long, long time. You should be grateful. I'm sparing you a lot of pain and suffering. You go up against me, then your career is going straight in the dumpster, and if we're being honest, it doesn't have far to go, so you should take this little reprieve as a second chance. In case you haven't been paying attention, this WWE, this the big leagues, brother. You have to decide whether you're ready to join the big time or if you're just going to spend the rest of your career in the kiddie pool. Jeff Hardy and Bubba Ray with a war of words. The Hardy Boys and the Dudley Boys set to face off for the tag team titles at WrestleMania. And that just heated up this rivalry even more, but we are moving on. And this is not my opinion, okay? This is not an opinion, this is facts. A dream match that I'm sure every wrestling fan in the world hopes comes to life one day, maybe, if Shawn can do it. We've got the phenomenal AJ Styles going one-on-one with the #1 contender for the WWE Championship, HBK Shawn Michaels. I'm not gonna keep talking, here we go. The dream match of dream matches. Styles, Michaels, one-on-one.
Byron, the phenomenal AJ Styles is in the house. I'm ready.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Gainesville, Georgia, weighing in at 218 pounds, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
The Heartbreak Kid, Mr. WrestleMania.
And his opponent from San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 227 pounds, the Heartbreak Kid, Shawn Michaels.
Shawn Michaels does not need to be taking losses. before entering SmackDown's WrestleMania main event against John Cena and AJ Styles. Not the easiest man to take down. And AJ shooting Michaels off the ropes and catching his arm into the swinging neckbreaker, going for the kick to the spine. Michaels moving out of the way, and HBK with the takedown. And AJ rolling to the outside of the ring. Michaels following. Oh, discus clothesline. Doesn't get all of it. Throwing up the too sweet. And this match is too sweet. Going for the back elbow. AJ with a kick to the gut and drop kicking Michaels spine first into the apron. HBK has a surgically repaired back. Not too good for HB Shizzle. Ref up to a 5 count, going for the kick to the chest, but Michaels with the dragon screw. Lifting AJ to his feet and sending him back into the squared circle. Looks like that dragon screw had its effect. AJ clutching the knee, but there is the backbreaker. AJ definitely working on the back of Michaels. Oh, and now working on the leg with the shin breaker. And AJ now, oh, he's been working on the back so far, and if he hits this, HB Shizzle could be done for. Onto the shoulders. And O'Shea Garoshe. 1, 2, and the shoulder up at 2 by HBK. Lifting Michaels to his feet. AJ now onto the shoulders again. Fireman's carry into the sidewalk slam. Beautiful move by the phenomenal move by the Phenomenal One. And there's that back elbow Michaels was looking for earlier. Shot to the ribs by AJ, sending HBK onto the apron. AJ lying in wait. It's taken Michaels a second to recover here, but indeed he does, and heads back into the ring. And another discus lariat, but once again does not get all of it. AJ now sending Michaels onto the apron. Oh no. Setting him up for the DDT on the apron. Good God. Forearm to the face. HBK is in huge trouble. Kick to the gut. And AJ underhook arm drag. Shot to the face. Forearm. And AJ is beating the hell out of Michaels. Reverse DDT on the floor. Ref up to a 5 count. Spinning back fist by AJ onto the shoulders. And another O'Shea Garoshe for the knockout. AJ Styles just put away the #1 contender for the WWE title with ease.
Here is your winner, the phenomenal AJ Styles.
Definitely detrimental to Shawn Michaels, but absolutely huge victory for the Phenomenal One. And we are moving on in the evening. And up next, we've got one-on-one action. The Samoan submission machine Samoa Joe, who got a victory over the WWE champion John Cena last week. But this week, he will be going one-on-one with your current United Kingdom champion who's been on a roll, the Big Red Machine, Kane. Here we go. Joe, Kane, two behemoths go head-to-head. Coming at you next.
Oh, this is gonna be good.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Huntington Beach, California, weighing in at 282 pounds, Samoa Joe.
The Big Red Machine is here.
And his opponent from parts unknown, weighing in at 323 pounds, the WWE Champion, Kane!
Here we go. Two big hosses ready to go at it. Can Kane continue his... Actually, both of these men have been racking up win after win. Samoa Joe just 1 week about the biggest win you can get here on SmackDown and kicking it off with the Yakuza cutter. Kane making his way back to his feet, able to reverse, kick to the gut. And Kane setting up for a big power bomb to Samoa Joe. Lifting him up again, delivering the shots to the face.
What's he gonna do with it?
Now has the 300-pound Samoa Joe in his clutches for the power slam. Kane definitely brought his A game tonight. And now once again, this time running power slam. Cover, but Joe's foot underneath the bottom rope. Oh, going for that barrel roll leg sweep, but Kane not phased and the backbreaker connecting. Joe back to his feet, catching Kane with the snapmare and the kick to the spine. Kick to the gut by the Big Red Machine. Off the ropes and a huge back body drop by Kane. Now has the claw on the shoulder of Joe. Hooking the leg, one, and the shoulder up by Joe. Now Kane locking in the bear hug. But Joe, a submission expert, yes, able to escape very quickly. The ear clap, staggering Kane. And Joe, once again, Yakuza cutter connecting on the United Kingdom champion. Lifting him to his feet, onto the shoulders for the Death Valley driver. Kane not looking good here. Shoulders down, but ref couldn't even move his hand towards the mat before Kane was able to kick out. And Joe now bringing down the big man for the crossface. Kane not able to reach any ropes anywhere, but rolling Joe out of the hold. Headlock applied, and Joe snap suplex. Samoa Joe feeling confident. Kane pulling himself to his feet. And Joe hooking him up and gut first across the top. Dragging him to the center of the ring, another cover. One. And the shoulder up at one by the Big Red Machine. And oh, look at Kane just tossing Joe across the ring like he's nothing. But Joe has Kane in his clutches, taking a little bit too much time there. And now, belly to belly, connecting to Samoa Joe. And Kane now throwing those big right hands. Cover on Joe, one, and the shoulder up by the Samoan submission machine. Kick to the gut. Joe now crossing the legs and driving the knees into the canvas. Vicious move by Joe. And now behind for the Tiger Suplex. Lifting Kane to his feet, but there's a shot to the ribs by the Big Red Machine. And Joe, look at that, lightning quick hands. Shot to the spine. Leaning Kane up against the ropes here. And Joe with a huge chop to the chest. Kane rolls to the outside, and Joe with the suicide forearm. Good God. Kane looks down and out. Oh no, not on the outside! Driving the knees into the floor. Good God, Samoa Joe has no heart, has no soul. But the Big Red Machine still fighting back. Joe throwing him across the ringside area. Ref up to a 7 count. Shot to the face, and Joe with the coquina clutch, but if Kane taps on the outside, Joe does not win the match. Kane tapping, but it does not count. Choking Kane out nonetheless, though, but Kane able to reverse, throwing Joe down to the floor. Ref drawing closer and closer to that 20 count. Up to a 12, Kane going for an uppercut, but Joe tossing him back into the squared circle. Kane able to send Joe onto the apron and bringing him in the hard way. Lifting Joe to his feet, and Kane looking to end it. Tombstone pile driver. Cover on Joe. 1, 2, 3, and the United Kingdom champion with the 3 count over a damn near unstoppable Samoa Joe. Awesome match.
Here is your winner, Kane!
And I'm sure Kane won't have much of a problem defending that UK title at the granddaddy of them all. But we are moving on in the evening to your main event. One-on-one women's action, a rematch from not too long ago, this time non-title. We've got the Nightmare Rhea Ripley going one-on-one with your current SmackDown Women's Champion, the Black Widow, AJ Lee. Will Ripley, even though it's a non-title match, will she be able to triumph over the champion finally? Or will AJ Lee continue her winning streak? Here we go. Your main event of SmackDown Week 47. Rhea Ripley, AJ Lee, one-on-one.
Here's one of the most dominant women's superstars today, Rhea Ripley. She has all the potential in the world.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Adelaide, Australia, Rhea Ripley. And from New Jersey, the SmackDown Women's Champion.
Here we go, and it sounds to me like the crowd is...
Can we consider this AJ Lee's home turf? We're in New York. She's from New Jersey. I think technically it's not, but close to home nonetheless. And Ripley starting off with a Michinoku driver, kick to the spine of AJ.
Especially when you take into account how young she is. Settle in, guys.
Now with a gargantuan spine buster. And Ripley taking it to the champion in the early stages here. Lifting AJ up in the Gourd Buster GTS.
What's gonna happen now?
Now staying right on her onto the shoulders, tossing her down in the roundhouse to the skull. Kick to the gut, and AJ with an arm drag. Quick cover. Able to get the one, but no more than that. Onto the shoulders, and once again looking for the roundhouse and connecting.
The fatigue is setting in for her. She still has a lot of time to recover, though.
Now lifting AJ up. Look at the power of the Nightmare. The blood rushing to the head of the champion. Ripley can hold her all night, but drops her with the suplex. That's my taunt! And drop kick. Oh my god. AJ crashing and burning on the floor. Now taking control of the arm and driving it down on the outside of the ring. Sending AJ into the apron. Staying right on the champion. AJ has AJ's gotten one move in so far? Both women back into the squared circle. Drop kick right to the chest. Rhea Ripley has actually been destroying AJ thus far. Only able to get the one count though. And headbutt. Continuing her onslaught. Hooking her up. And once again, holding AJ in the air. And dropping her with a stalling suplex. AJ rolling onto the apron. And Rhea again drop kicking her down to the floor. I don't think the champion was expecting this. I certainly wasn't. Another drop kick. AJ usually dominates any match she's in. Not tonight. Sending AJ into the barricade and across the ringside area down to the floor. Now twisting up the arm, but AJ with the forearm to the face, going for the kick to the gut, but Rhea with the dragon screw, ref up to a 5 count. Lock up. AJ shoving Ripley away and sending her into the steel ring post. Count of 8, and AJ back into the ring. Ripley slowly but surely making her way back to her feet and back in at the 10 count. Shot to the face, and Ripley looking for the electric chair face buster. And does Ripley have the victory over the champion? 1. Oof. Huge move and still only a 1 count. Not good for the Nightmare. And AJ getting back to her feet out of nowhere with the running cross body. And swinging wildly with the kick. And Ripley, though, able to turn the tide yet again. Elbow to the arm. Oh, missing that shot, and that could cost her greatly. No, Ripley just has AJ's number tonight. Off the ropes, going for the drop kick, but Lee able to move out of the way. Ripley with a kick to the gut, and nailing the drop kick that time. Cover. 1. 2. Getting a 2 this time, but still not enough. Taking a breather, and you can't blame her. She has used so much energy throughout the duration of this match so far. Bringing AJ to her feet, kick to the gut, and Ripley looking for it. Riptide. Cover, but a rope break. Oh, poor Rhea. Poor Rhea. And AJ now with the standing Shiranui. Cover. 1. Only a 1 count on the Nightmare. Lifting Ripley to her feet. And the Shining Wizard connecting. Ripley's got to be down and out. 1, 2. No, she is not. The Nightmare continuing to fight. And AJ now with the crucifix, putting Rhea on the back of her neck. And AJ now Hurricanrana connecting. Ripley pulling herself to her feet. AJ hanging her up on the middle rope. And driving her throat into the rope. Lifting her to her feet, and AJ with a drop kick of her own. And now raining down fists into the face. Lifting her to her feet, forearm. And another arm drag. AJ now the one destroying Ripley. Forearm to the face, cover. 1, only a 1 count. These women are tearing the house down. There's another drop kick, and Ripley rolling to the floor. And AJ fired up, telling Ripley to bring it. Going for the forearm. Ripley sending AJ back into the ring. Lifting her to her feet, shot to the face, and Rhea belly to back face buster for the victory. What a damn main event that was. Holy shit.
Here is your winner, Rhea Ripley.
Ripley finally getting that victory. She has smelled, she's tasted that victory, and she finally got it, knocking out the SmackDown Women's Champion. And that was it for SmackDown Week 47 match of the night. Of course, Rhea Ripley versus AJ Lee. Be sure to let me know what your match tonight was in the comments down below. And remember guys, if you enjoy my content, please leave a like, comment, and or subscribe. Also follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Both are in the description below. That would be greatly appreciated. And as always, thank you guys for joining me here for SmackDown Week 47. And goodbye from New York.